stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So South Carolina's offense. gets the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass. Nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So Tennessee's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to... field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach. Watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
That's looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Clinton. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Hold.
They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Past the first down marker and still running. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Clinton. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So here is the Tennessee offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later.
Breaks into the open. Finds a little space. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. The Vols look to do some damage in the red zone.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellows, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The RPO, it's complete. Tripped up for the tackle.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's good. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. On the move is the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw it from the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work. Zings it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Going for 6. Touchdown ball! Fit it in the window for the score. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely good.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tennessee! Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 24 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteer! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up and they cannot get it done.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25. Turning it on! That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This guy's putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Hayden. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Spins away from the defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet
goes out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. The defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make him make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in, it's Durant. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's in open space downfield. Tackled there by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down. Enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hayden. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people... conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Turning it on. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let the...
Breaks into the open. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Volunteers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Hayden. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that one's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
It's picked off and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and the